Hi, welcome to Unit 2. Unit 2 covers a wide variety of topics, and these topics are quite different from one another. Hopefully we'll be able to weave them together as we go through this unit. First of all, in Unit 2, we're going to be looking at standards more closely, and I hope that you'll be able to conceptualize matching up our own library standards with Common Core standards. This course is in no way intended to make you an expert in Common Core, but only give you a very basic understanding. But what you will need to know is that as you go into your work, it will be incumbent upon you to be able to integrate those library standards and those skills that you as a teacher librarian are delivering into how the teachers are trying to implement Common Core. Remember that it is the responsibility of each district to figure out how they are going to implement Common Core and how they are going to have their teachers respond to those expectations. But we as teacher librarians need to be ready to become full-fledged partners in this endeavor. I call your attention to one of the documents on the Montana Teacher Librarian Wiki. It is linked under Program Planning, and of course it is linked on course content. When you go there, it will be under Program Framework, and you'll find a succinct iteration of the mission of a library program and 3 essential functions of a teacher librarian. These functions are information and technology instruction, reading advocacy, and information management and services. These 3 functions, I believe, are key. They are foundational. They have been around a long time, and I think they're going to be around for some time to come. I hope that you will adopt them as primary tools as you shape and forge your own library work. I want you to give some thought to enduring understandings. There is a discussion post on this topic, and make sure you read the article first. Then consider carefully what you value and what you believe you can help your students take forward with them into their futures. For example, I would hope that students can come away with an understanding that most of the people who work in libraries and in information settings are enthusiastic about sharing their love of knowledge, their love of learning, their love of reading, and enthusiastic about helping others along their own path that way. In this unit, we will also consider the impact of the internet and digital connectivity, the impact that these have on our own lives and on the lives of our students. The article, Is Google Making Us Stupid?, is a few years old. Yet, I think it is at least as relevant as when it was written. In every class, there are always polarized responses to this article. Nicholas Carr has also written a book in which he expands on this topic. It is called The Shallows. And I really encourage you, if you ever had a chance to read this book or to even read a part of it, to do so. The chapter that I think is especially compelling is the one that's called The Church of Google. As educators, we need to consider the impact that the digital world and our own constant connectivity, what the impact is on ourselves and our students. But I think that we need to recognize humbly that our students do live in the house of the future. We can influence them, we can mentor them, hopefully we can provide them with some roots. But still, they are going to live in a world that today we really cannot foresee. Finally, do have a little bit of fun looking at some videos on YouTube after reading the article about incorporating YouTube videos into the classroom. You have been asked to share a YouTube video on some kind of skill, and it doesn't necessarily have to be an educationally related one, but of course it can be. However, if I were posting such a video, probably the one that I would post is the one that I turn on whenever I'm trying to remind myself how to do a decent job of putting a binding on a quilt, because that's not a skill that I'm very good at. So I always kind of rely on this certain video. So thank you for your work, and let's get going, and I do hope that you will enjoy this unit.